Before actually getting into this video, I'd like to give a big thank you to Mooshu and me for designing my profile picture as well as the current order of shirts that I'm going to be putting in. I'd also like to thank transformersland for helping me collect a lot of what I have and for giving me an affordable way to collect older toys. I'll have a link to the description to both Mooshu and me and transformerland, as they are both great ways to get graphic design and toys. So, on to the video. Today's video won't be our standard typical video, as this will be me going over my current collection of Transformers, a collection video that I've been wanting to do but haven't done. And so there's a lot to get done here, so it's going to be glossing over some and going over a lot of the most notable ones. So we're going to start off right about here. Now this is the Beehive section of my collection. Now the first one we're going to really go over and take a look at is the Target exclusive Cannon Bumblebee with the transparent plastic and all these really cool Cybertronian symbols on them, as well as his alt mode and everything right there. And that one's going to be sealed for the foreseeable future, even though it has a comic book from IDW. Here we actually have Cannon Bumblebee I got for 20 bucks off eBay. This is from the Soundwave Infiltration 2-pack. Here is 2007 Stealth Bumblebee. This is the 2007 mold that was used early and quite frequently. Here we have Nitro Bumblebee, kind of a step up from that mold, as in it doesn't really share anything. Here is 2017 The Dark Knight One-Step Armor Bumblebee. And I'm gonna be real, I don't like this man. Not very much. One-step changer, he doesn't really look that good. Here is something I really do love, is the Human Alliance Dark of the Moon Stealth Bumblebee, with a similar paint job to him over here, but without some of the added details. The 2007 Studio Series Bumblebee that was released back in, I believe, 2019. And he's not a bad figure, looking wise, but however, he is super fiddly and very annoying to actually handle. Here we have TF Prime Bumblebee. Now this one I actually have a lot of nostalgia for, as I had this one as a kid, when I was about 9. Oh, there that goes. When I was about 9, so there's a lot of strategic weight to that one, which is, nostalgic weight to that one, which is why I ended up buying it. And I've had this ever since Saturday. We have an all-metal Optimus Prime lunchbox from 2008 from Transformers Animated. From Transformers Cybertron, we have Jetfire, and this is a really good toy of Jetfire from Cybertron. It really does capture his likeness really well. However, I did get this used, and I do have a little bit of issue with him. However, for the most part, he is a great figure to own. Now going over here, we have Kingdom Cyclonus. I am really happy I own that figure. He is such a cool one and a great figure. Siege Hotlink. Also a really cool figure. I got that for my birthday. Here we have Studio Series Dark of the Moon Soundwave. Really cool figure, however he does have some clearance issues and some paint chips. Over in the back over there we have Siege, the spoiler pack, Ultra Magnus. Really cool figure. I have done some custom painting on him, some of which I really regret doing. Other parts I'm really happy with how it came out. Over here we have 1995 Beast Wars Megatron. This thing is actually older than I am, which is really cool. Really cool figure. Very fiddly. But however, that beast mode is very chunky and cool looking. Over there we have the Studio Series 07 Transformers AoE Grimlock. Really cool figure. Really dig how they did the T-Rex shoulder pads. Over here we have Earthrise Ravage and Earthrise Laserbeak. Now over here we have quite a few different figs. We have in the back over there 2007. Well, really, it's 2006 as it's based off concept art, and that's when it was made. 2007 Starscream, as well as Earthrise Starscream. Now this one was actually very special to me because this is a figure I wanted for years and just never got as a kid. And so now that I have money and I'm an adult, I went and bought one. And I'm really happy I own him. Earthrise Starscream, lots of paint chipping. I did actually try and go over some of the areas of paint chipping and fix that. However, it's obviously not going very well. Studio Series Jolt. I love this camera. Studio Series Jolt. Very, very nice looking. However, he does have some clearance and fiddly issues of his own, which seems to be a common theme with a lot of Studio Series figures. 2009 Revenge of the Fallen Studio Series. I believe he's 05 Optimus Prime. He's actually quite high on the market right now. However, mine has an issue where this pin comes out, and I could fix that with dabbing it with a little super glue and keep it moving it. However, I just haven't been doing that. Over here we have 2009, the original Legends class Grindor, which is just a repaint of Blackout with slight plastic coloration differences. Nothing's actually been changed on him. Really cool figure. I kind of thought this was the Voyager when I bought him. However, for 12 bucks, you can't really say that wasn't a deal. Here in the back we have, I think, I don't remember which number this is, but we have the 2007 movie variant of Starscream from Studio Series. Really cool figure. My first movie Starscream figure that I've actually ever owned. Here we have the Netflix Soundwave. And now if you know this, he's actually quite yellowing, and I don't really have him outside very much. So that's very unfortunate, and a lot of his paint has actually came off, which is also unfortunate, because now he has no Decepticon symbol. However, he's still a cool figure. Here we have Legacy Roadburn. A really cool figure. Really dig paint scheme for red and black. Really cool. Behind him we have 2012's DOTM, Dark of the Moon, Deluxe Class Specialist Ratchet. Really digging this figure. Really cool. I got him sealed, and since he's opened, he is no longer sealed. Really cool figure. Really cool figure. Does have some clearance issues, however, not enough to actually make me dislike this figure and want a different figure. Oh, speaking of, I actually missed one. Here we have either Heartburn or Heartstroke, Heatstroke, and I did try custom painting it. I don't know where the other one went, which is actually really weird. However, I do have this figure, and he is pretty cool. He came with Siege Hotlink, so he's a thing that exists. Getting down to my last couple of Transformers actually on display, we have the Leader Class Megatron from Dark of the Moon, which is part of the Studio Series line. He's actually custom painted, which actually gives him a fair amount of battle damage and cool things that he was actually missing. I'm actually really happy with how he came out. And then here we have is Voyager Megatron from 2009. Revenge of the Fallen. He's also part of the Studio Series line, and he's really cool. I really actually have always digged this character design for him, and I'm really happy how this came out. He has this little flip-out blade that I think is really cool. He does have some standing issues, and of course some joint tolerance issues, as well as some things liking to pop off. Namely these two pieces, as well as tabs not always actually staying in. Now, this is all my Transformers currently on display. I will go get some that I don't actually have on display, but are currently or going to be possibly in the future on display, because I did actually order a Galvatron and it almost immediately broke. So I'm actually getting replacement parts, so I'll go get those now. Here we have 2007 Landmine. He's currently in here because he has had some joint tolerances. I got him used when I was about 13, and he's been played with very well. In fact, when I actually started displaying these, he was missing quite a bunch of pieces. which is unfortunate because a lot of what I did to him I wish didn't happen or I didn't do, as I've lost this piece, I've lost the gun he came with, and I lost his shin pieces. However, he was a pretty cool toy. He does have some joint tolerances, which is actually odd since these are actually made really well. He also has tabs that don't stick in very well, but that could be a my copy thing, or it could be just his age. Here's actually a thrift store find. It is Cybertron Bumblebee. He's actually missing something on his arm that makes him look unbalanced, and is actually crucial to him transforming, which is the current reason he's not on display. I do at some point plan on buying another one of these, just so I can swap out the arms, and hopefully have him on display completely fixed. His feet are very loose and don't like to stay on, which is kind of annoying. However, it is what it is, and I'd probably be able to fix that with polish. His hands also seem to be loose, but he has these really cool blades right here. Here is Terracon Lot. One of the reasons he's not on display is because when they painted my bedroom at my group home, I didn't put him away, and they painted over him in quite a few areas. Now, it could scratch the paint off, however, I would be doing that for a while. It does add kind of a battle damaged look to him in some aspects, but it's just not worth the time and effort to just scratch all of that off. There is probably a method I can do, however, I don't want to risk actually damaging parts of the paint that are still intact, even though that's not a lot. And here we have probably one of my biggest mistakes is I Sharpied 2007 Studio Series Starscream. It's not really a mistake because I got another one for Christmas. And getting another one for Christmas is actually the reason I decided to Sharpie him. And he's supposed to be kind of like a Skywarp, but it just didn't come out the way I had hoped. However, I still have this, and it is on. It was on display until recently, until I decided to bag it and put it away. Now these are 4 out of the 5. I'll go get the Galvatron. Now this is AOE Galvatron, the original, which is a really cool figure. That, yeah, it's a shell former. However, I don't really have an issue with the whole back of the truck being on his back, even though there seems to be a lot of people who do. That's how he broke on the second time I was transforming him. I got this used, so it's not really the issue of who sold it to me. It's the issue that whoever played with it did not mention that there were stress marks, or either didn't know. To be fair, they kind of didn't check, but that's not an issue I have. The issue I have is that it happened, but it's okay, because Transformersland is actually sending me replacement parts of my next order for him if they can find a donor. If they can't, it's not really that big of a deal, because I only really got him because he was so cheap. I really only ordered these 2, and I was really happy I got these 2. You're a bonus, but you're a bogus bonus. So if you want to get really cool things, if you want to get really cool Transformers, I recommend Transformersland. I'll have a link to them in the description. They are really nice people, and if you work with them and they'll work with you, I'm really happy with what I've gotten from them, and it's actually been quite a lot. I can actually point it out. I've gotten him, 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 him. Is there anything else? Is there anyone else I'm forgetting? Nope. Yeah, I've gotten quite a few of them from them, and I'm really thankful for Transformersland for existing, because they have been such a cheap and easy way to get Transformers. Now, if you were looking for a way to get into Transformers or just buy Transformers in general, I recommend heading up Transformersland for used toys that won't break your bank, and, well, we're this way now. Used toys that won't break your bank, and sealed toys that also won't break your bank. I've gotten 4 figures from them that have been sealed, and 3 of the 4 have been correctly, well, not correctly, I want to say that, have been consistently sealed and will stay, and one of them will stay sealed. Really happy with what's happened and how much support I've been getting recently, especially on Twitter. And I suggest you guys follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, or subscribe to my channel. We're on the road to 150, 123 already. I do plan on doing that giveaway I promised years ago. I just don't know when it will happen because I have merch coming in. I have school projects and I have my bills to pay. But at some point the giveaway will happen. I have not forgotten about the 100 subscriber giveaway. So if you made it to the end of this video, comment Human Alliance Bumblebee. I will know what you meant. Such a random one too. It's not even a really random word because he was right there. That's the first thing that came to mind. But that's just something so weird. But if you like this video, consider subscribing, leaving a thumbs up, and leaving a comment, as comments are always nice. I really enjoy reading your comments. At some point, I will do like a reacting to your comments video. At some point. But I gotta edit this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.